Cover 2, we are back, 2-0. Christy Chirinos, Josh Darrow, back at home, 3:30, Hard Rock Stadium against Ball State. As we look back at the win over Florida A&M, I think we see signs of what Mario Cristobal has done over the last 3 years. Roster construction, acquiring talent, and we saw that in a couple of different ways on the offensive side of the ball at least. One, the ability to spread the ball to a variety of targets. Yep. And two, you look at the running back room specifically, through the portal, through the high school recruiting process, you now have a room that is deep and layered with talent.
Yeah, and that was what was really interesting. For the second week in a row, double-digit receivers catching passes. I mean, that's just what you want to see. Cam Ward has so many weapons to work with there. And then you look in the running back room, yes, you have Damian Martinez who came in through the portal. You have Mark Fletcher coming back from injury, and he's been looking great. You know, A.J. Allen came in and was able to get some reps. And then you look at Jordan Lyle, a freshman, coming in and scoring a touchdown on his birthday even. So, you know, it's just the roster building has been such a focus, getting this roster to where he wants it to be. And we're starting to see the fruits of that labor now, obviously.
And then obviously inside of that, right, it's been a hybrid, and it's the way college football is, right? You take out from the portal where you think it fits. You also continue to groom the high school recruiting process and have that foundational layer. And Lance Guidry, I think, said it this week, right? You cannot replace the value of a game rep. And in a game like that, where you were able to get a lot of freshmen in, I think 22 played in the game, there is nothing more valuable than real reps in a real game.
And that was something that Coach talked about after the win, was just, you know, some of the guys came in at first, struggled, so they had to come out and then kind of regroup, send them back out there. And you saw some of those freshmen step up and make plays. You saw Justin Scott get a sack. You saw, again, Jordan Lyle get the touchdown. You saw Adarius Hayes and Cam Pruitt getting some interceptions. So to see those freshmen come in and make plays, that's something they're going to be able to just continue to build on as the season goes on. And, you know, the more experience they get as we get closer and closer to the start of ACC play, obviously, the more valuable it is.
And the coolest thing, I think, for what I see on the sidelines is when they make plays, how the veterans react.
Yes.
They love it. Yes. And they're there to celebrate, and they want to congratulate them. And that, I think, is a really unique thing about this team in this roster. The other unique thing is the mindset. Yeah. It will never change. It will never waver under Coach Cristobal, right? He's always going to maintain that edge. He will not let them or compromise the standard to which he holds them to. And he spoke about the ability to be very transparent and honest with his team, right, about what is good and what also needs to get better. But that keeps them on a very focused path.
Yeah, I thought it's been interesting how, you know, to bring back to Cam again, how he talks about the negative plays. When things go wrong, he sees them as a positive. It's that business-like mentality. You know, Xavier Restrepo was asked after the game, we saw what happened in college football on Saturday. There's a good chance you guys are going to be a top 10 team when the poll comes out, and sure enough, they are in the AP top 10. You know, he said, that doesn't matter to us. What matters to us is going 1-0 every week. Everything else will take care of itself. And that's just the mentality you hear every single week. Go 1-0 this week. Doesn't matter who we play. We're taking everybody seriously. Everybody's the biggest game of the week is the one we play Saturday. And that has just been something they've carried forth and that they seem to have adopted, and it's working for them.
Quite honestly, I've taken the same approach. I'm on a very Sunday through Saturday mindset. It's a one day at a time between football, broadcasting, parenting, family. I'm on a very Sunday through Saturday approach, and I want to appreciate Coach Cristobal for keeping me locked in.
Yeah, no, you've got to take it day by day, and you know, it is a routine every football season. We know what days are practices, we know what days are press conferences, but you take it one day, one game at a time, and that applies to us too.
Absolutely. There's Christy Chirinos. You can read all her work on MiamiHurricanes.com. Back at home against Ball State, 3:30. You can catch it on ACC Network, or if you want to listen to us, Joe Zagacki, Don Bailey Jr., and myself will have the call on 560 QAM.